finally reached that time of the year, Ohio State versus Michigan. I can't lie, never been more nervous about a game before, probably in all the games. I remember last year I was not as nervous because I just really thought that OSU was going to bounce back within that year, and I really thought that the Buckeyes were going to get it done with C.J. Stroud. Marvin Harrison Jr. had emerged. I thought that they were the best team in the country. And it was a game at home. It just seemed like everything was on their favor, and Michigan found a way to do it. Michigan found a way to beat them. And this year for the game, obviously, it means everything. I mean, it doesn't get much bigger than this. I remember the time that OSU played Michigan, and they were both 11-0. I want to say for the first time they were both had 11 wins, and they were 1-2 for the first time, and that was like in 2006, and that was such a big game. And I could make the case this might even be bigger. What this game means, just what the implications are for this game, it are just at a whole nother level. They are ramped up. Like Ohio State, this is a game where you got to go in there and you got to find a way to win it. And if you don't, then there's going to be huge repercussions, just all the way around, from the fan base, the coaching staff. There's going to be a lot of issues. Like, I don't think we realize the kind of pressure that, Ryan Day has on him on a week like this. He's going out there. He's got to win this game. Nothing else matters. And as a fan of OSU, nothing else matters. This is the big one. Like, I'm far enough to even say, like, you could lose in the first playoff game, which they're not going to lose in the Big Ten championship game, but you could even lose that game. As long as they win this game against Michigan, it means so much. It's a game that really just means everything. It's about the rivalry. They've lost 2 years in a row. The Michigan cheating stuff, I get it. Throw it all out the door. We don't need them having any more reason to have something to say about it. We just got to go out there and beat them. We just got to go out there and outplay them. And there's ways that Ohio State can go out there and win this game. But Michigan is a really good team. It's the best Michigan team that they've been out of. They're better than they were the previous 2 years. And Harbaugh on the side, I don't even want to hear, like, he's coaching them all week. The plays that he has, that's not going to be a factor. They just got to go out there and they just got to find a way to stop a few key things that they do really well. Michigan, probably the best running football team in the country. It just is what it is. They have one of the most rushing touchdowns overall in the FCS right now. OSU doesn't run the ball a lot, but you know what? I think that if you're looking at these teams, if you're OSU, you don't need to beat them in the trenches. Just run around them. Michigan does not have the passing attack that people give them credit for. I think a lot of people think that they just have a good passing offense and they're choosing not to throw it. I think because there's limitations there. I don't think J.J. McCarthy is a first-round guy like everybody says he is. He probably will end up going in it, but I don't think he's a first-round guy. With that being said, though, he can still play. And like I said, he's one of the better running back quarterbacks in the country. That's just the way it is. But the ways OSU is going to win this game, the keys to victory, are definitely going to be within them stopping the run. That's just the key to this game. The defense, it's been good all year. It's been a top 5 defense in the country all year. Can you stop the run? Can you stop Blake Corum? Can you stop him? That's going to be the big question. If you can find a way to stop Blake Corum, I mean, you got it. If you're OSU. Offensively, you got to get the ball to Marv. You got to get the ball to Marv all you can. Go to him. All right? And Mbuka is going to be there. A guy that you really want to get involved. If we have to get Carnell Tate involved, we will. If we got to get Stover involved, then you got to do it. Travion doesn't have to beat Michigan. We don't have to beat them in the trenches. That's what I think a lot of people think has to happen. That's not what has to happen. If they play their game, they'll win. Use the Ferrari. OSU's offense is built like a Ferrari. Michigan's is that truck, that reliable truck that gets there, wins the big games, ground and pound. We don't need to be that. If you're OSU, just find a way to win the game. But the implications are just like, if Ryan Day goes out there, loses this game, who knows if he's the coach next year? And I know that's crazy, but what else matters? What else matters if he doesn't win this game? Yet another year with no Big Ten championship. Probably won't make the playoff, although it became a lot more possible when Jordan Travis of Florida State got injured. But still, I think if you lose this game, they probably won't make the playoff, even though they'd probably be deserving to be in it. With their resume and with the, going on the road to beat Notre Dame, going on the road to beat, playing a really good game at home against Penn State. But at the same time, this game means everything for them. And, I talked about it very early within the year. It's the only game that matters. It's the only game that matters. This is going to be does he get the rivalry? Because, if you get the rivalry, man, this is a game where you want to go out there and you want to win big. But yeah, just to go over it again, just to rephrase it. If you want to win this game, you got to stop the run. The defense has to play really well. And, sometimes if you're Ryan Day, you just got to let it rip on offense. It's going to be a heck of a game. 11-0 versus 11-0. Back-to-back years. Big Ten implications 3 years in a row. This is going to be one for the ages.